everybody, my name is Newman and I'd like to show you one of my oldest cacti. Mammillaria parabella, native to central Mexico, Oaxaca, up to the Pacific coast. Likes to grow in limestone cliffs. It has lost one offset a couple of years ago. But this thing I grow really hard. It is it's hard growing. Amazingly enough, I didn't used to keep this in my greenhouse, and it got a lot of extra water, and it actually put out a lot of new growth, and it did get that extra water. So it's taught me something, that during the summer you should give it a good soaking. I mean, water it and then let it rush out the bottom, and then give it another 2 waterings to make sure that the whole root system is fully saturated. Then let it dry between waterings. But I'm glad I held on to this plant, and if I want to get seed from it, I'm gonna have to buy another one. Yeah, super hard growing Mammillaria parabella. And the substrate it's growing in is volcanic clay, river sand, and you can see that it's got a lot of quartz in there, quartz rock, crushed quartz. And during the springtime I'm going to give it a good amount of lime, because you know what, lime loving cacti, if you don't give them some lime, they won't grow too well. I'm hoping I won't lose this offset here, but this one's really hard growing, and keep it in the greenhouse. It can take temperatures below 0 as long as it's gets nice sunny days, and I give it a little water every month. Yep. It'll take down to about -8 degrees here, and I think it can't take any more than that. It's about 17 Fahrenheit. I think if you go lower than that, you ought to heat your greenhouse, because I don't know if it can handle any more than that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Alright, welcome back. I want to show you my next old cactus. Here it is here. And just like parabella, I've had this for 13 or 14 years now, and it was just a very small plant at the time, and I'm pretty sure it's Mammillaria mystax. This one's been really hard growing, as you can see. Looks like something out of habitat. It's pretty hard. I tend not to overwater it, just like parabella, but when I do water it during the spring and autumn, it'll be a good deep watering. Then I'll let it dry right out. During the winter I might water it once a month, and it can handle temperatures down to 17 Fahrenheit, which is -8. Below that I don't know, because it kind of weeps. Some fluids kind of ooze out of it, which is the stress from the cold. And my greenhouse is unheated, which is another thing. Yeah, if it was below that, you need to heat it. And by the way, we have mainly sunny weather during the winter, so that's the conditions it's under. It did lose one head, but I think all cacti do that. It was a very old one, and I think it could have been the original that it started from. I'm hoping it'll give another offset this summer. And just like Parabella, I grow it in the same medium: crushed quartz, river sand, and volcanic clay. And fertilizing, I use animal dung pellets, which is chicken or horse or cow manure that's been compressed into pellets. It's your safest option. It's kind of a natural fertilizer that it helps to keep the soil microbes alive and well. And another thing is that I make sure that my pH is about 5.5. So I add white vinegar to my water when I water. Or you can use rainwater, which is just the same thing. Yeah, it's pretty magnificent, right? And over the years I have gotten rid of a lot of cacti, but I kept these. And there's another reason why I kept them, because they're so hardy. And you know what, mammillaria are beautiful, so I mean, look at that. You can have such a beautiful plant in such a small pot, and they're really interesting to look at, easy to grow, have a lot of flowers. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And I'm going to show you my next oldest cacti. My next oldest cacti will surprise you. But this big monster of a thing, as far as I know, this is Escobaria laradoi. It's laradoi on steroids. I've only repotted it once. No, twice. The first time I bought it, it was in a plastic pot. Just a tiny little seedling. And I've had it for about 13 years. It puts on some growth every year. It handles the heat very easily, handles the cold easily too. During the hot monsoonal weather, I don't water it at all. I just try to keep it well aerated. And it's been in this pot for the last 2 or 3 years. It's doing fine. I'm not going to repot it again. It's flowered once for me, and it was a big purple flower, quite large in size. Well, the overall health of the plant is super. If you think this is not Escobaria laradoi, leave a comment. This thing is magnificent. It hasn't offsetted yet. No offsets. It's one of my best and oldest cacti I have. It's growing in the same potting medium as laradoi, as the mammillarias. It's very calcareous clay and crushed quartz, river sand. The clay is called akadama, but it's like turfus, almost the same as turfus. So I kind of like growing my plants in that, and organic matter would be a very well graded potting mix, but you know, just 10%, very, very little. And fertilizer, once again, is the chicken manure, which you can just see there. Yeah, it's a magnificent cactus. Look at that. And the last one to show you is my Mammillaria elongata Copper King. This one hangs around up on a wall, which is up here. So up on the wall, it's like a ecosystem, microclimate. It's a wall traps some certain amount of heat, which helps to protect it from cold, even though that Mammillaria elongata is really hardy to the cold too. You can see there that you got that stem right there that's died back. the stem died back in there and it all dried out, and then I just dug it out of there, and it's sent out 4 offsets from that point. It's a magnificent golden color, flowers very nicely, like greenish yellow flowers in the summer. It's in the same substrate as the other cacti, calcareous clay, crushed quartz, and river sand with a small amount of potting mix. That's about it. And the rest of it is just I give it a feed of animal manure pellets, and to keep its nice compact natural form, I try to give it a good deep watering and let it dry right out in between. And during the winter, if you got a lot of this sunny weather and it's dry, and I might give it a little water just so it keeps the root system nice and healthy. Yeah. And from this single plant, it's been knocked over, and it got a big piece knocked off it, and it's grown 2 more plants for me. So actually I have 3 plants of this. So there you have it, Mammalera elongata Copper King. I recommend this for your collection. Very easy to grow. Anyway, thanks for watching, and more videos will be coming up, so stay tuned. Enjoy your plants, have fun with them. See you back next time. Bye.